Ladies and gentlemen, I am on this side of the road because we're in the middle of lockdown, so this is as quiet a road as I'm gonna get. But I'm still not gonna stand in the middle of the road because it only takes one car for it to be a bad day. So instead, I'm on the shoulder of the road and I'm gonna be blind as I do my makeup out here today. And because it's probably gonna be a little windy and a little noisy with the occasional car, I'm gonna be doing a voiceover, so let's go straight to that. I am sure you could have guessed it, but first thing first, I am going in with my primer and I'm going to be applying it all over my face as car number 1 drives by, and then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. Now, I haven't counted cars in a long time. I think the last time I did it was when I was still vlogging on my way to uni, which hasn't happened since we've all been sitting at home, but a lot of cars were driving by as I was doing my makeup. Car number 2 comes by here too. And initially I thought this road would be quiet, which is why I could go out on the road and do my makeup. But I was thinking, if the odd car or two comes by, it would not be a good day. So let's just be safe and be off the road instead of in the road. And then so many cars ended up driving by that I'm glad we decided to do that. I'm not entirely sure why there's so many people on the road while there's a curfew and a lockdown in place, but it was relatively busy for the road I was on. Anyways, after applying my concealer and then setting my whole face, I dropped my sunglasses back on so I could actually see what I was doing, and I was contouring my face. I was facing right into the sun so that I could actually, see my face, and I wasn't entirely hidden in shadows. But the sun is a bright thing, so whenever I had the chance, I put my sunglasses back on, but obviously when I was doing my eyeshadow, I couldn't do that. So whenever I had the chance, I put my sunglasses on, but I didn't always. But I felt like I was cool getting to wear my sunglasses while doing my makeup. Next up, I'm applying my blush, and I'm using this face brush to apply my blush instead of a blush brush because I no longer have a blush brush. I need to get a new one because the one I had is no longer being produced by a cruelty-free brand, and I don't want to promote non-cruelty-free things to you guys, so I decided to use this BH Cosmetics brush instead. I wasn't using it for anything else in the time anyways. And then of course I had to apply my highlighter, which is my favorite thing, as the next car zoomed by. As I'm sure you can tell, there's a wind blowing, so when it came to my setting spray, I had to figure out which direction the wind was coming from so that I don't spray on my face and the setting spray entirely misses my whole face. So once I made sure which side the wind was coming from, I sprayed it and it hit my face straight on. And another car drove by while I was doing this. Next, I had the neighbor stand in my spot so that I could position the camera a little bit closer so that you can actually see what I'm doing while I'm doing my eyeshadow. And he was a great help while I was doing this because to my left from what you're seeing now, he was parked with a car, and on the back of the car was all my makeup, and then he was handing me everything so I didn't have to move so that I didn't look like I was in a different spot every single time I started using a new product. And it was also lovely having company in the background while I was doing this. For today's look, I decided to use the Born to Run palette by Urban Decay because it only felt appropriate to use a travel-themed palette while sitting on the road. And because I didn't want the neighbor to be passing me brushes back and forth, I decided to stick them behind my ears and in my mouth and everything so they're all within reach. Ended up with them between my fingers as well at some point. Honestly, whatever works so I could just focus on the makeup. And now that I'm up close and you can actually see my skin, you can see that I have a lot of texture. And texture is made out to be a bad thing because most pictures are photoshopped to be nice and smooth. Even when I post pictures on Instagram, I use a little bit of a smoothing tool so I look a little bit more flawless. But I generally have pretty clear skin and pretty healthy skin, and I still have a lot of texture. So if that is something you're self-conscious about, I want you to know that it's absolutely normal, and this is what makeup looks like in person, especially when you're in direct lighting. If you were to put yourself in softer lighting and more diffuse lighting, you'd look a lot smoother because the harsh light isn't highlighting all the texture on your face. So there are a lot of optical illusions involved in how textured you look at the end of the day, but I do want all of you to know that it's absolutely normal. Another thing you can see while you're up close is my eyebrows, which I did before I started doing my makeup today. And if you think they look a little different and you can tell there's something different about them, tell me in the comments what your best guess is, why they look a little different. What do you think I did today that I don't normally do? Next up, I used a white eyeliner. It's a new thing I got and I really like the white eyeliner look. I'll be trying it out a little bit more from now on. But after that, I'm curling my lashes and then going in with my mascara so I can make my lashes stand out. And I don't entirely know why I did my lashes before my eyeliner. It's easier to do your eyeliner before your lashes because that way your lashes aren't curled and don't get in your way. But I guess I'm glad I did it this way around so that I can do my mascara, get my mascara on my face, and then let it dry while I do my eyeliner so it easily rubs off afterwards. And then finally, when I got to lipstick, I decided to go with a soft pink liquid lipstick that would stay in place the rest of the day, even though it was already the afternoon. I then decided to let my hair down so I could feel a little cuter and let my hair blow in the wind. And let me tell you, as warm as it looks standing in the sun, the wind is cold because it is in the middle of the winter. So do not let the sunshine deceive you. Have a moment of silence between cars driving by. This is the final result. It was an interesting experience. I'm sure I told you all about it in the voiceover, but I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making this, and then I'll see you again next time. Bye!